Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as requested, I've researched the outburst of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. It turns out your assumptions are correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, in the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of the ailment, and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vandenberg. Okay. Let's see if this is any good. That's a problem. That's also a bit of a problem. Alright, that was weird. Any oddities that are about to occur are on my end, not yours. Mind Palace Casebook. Okay. The arcade cabinet is only a year old. Also beside it was a Space Invaders on a 70-inch tall screen played with a turret and some special arcade mechanics. I've never seen that either. I want an old school arcade cabinet. I want one of those that you can like just put the Raspberry Pi in and have all kinds of shit playing on it though. I wonder if I can max these trees out during one playthrough or not. Excuse me. Looks like some kind of rudimentary crafting system. I totally missed what it said on the tutorial there, by the way. I was busy looking at everything else. Gromir, the noble troglodyte. Hilarious. We also have the curse of the Were-Jaeger, or the Were-Jaguar.
Never trust a tourist advertisement. Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Okay, no, seriously. I've looked at this multiple times. I keep forgetting. E is... Okay, the controls are a little bit weird. For example, left mouse button is look at, not or interact, not E. E is normally interact, but here E is melee attack. That's weird. The letter from J. Vandenberg. Okay, this is what I read at the beginning.
I never have to use it. Something tells me I will.
Just take a look at everything around here. Jaegers are what they call Transformers of the Pacific Rim. Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Hey, buddy. I like Pacific Rim. I thought it was a fun game. Fun movie.
Now get out.
Dude, okay, dude.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
You are bloodshot old hell, sir.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
You like how they're taking full advantage of the rain of the sea, making every object reflect without using realism, kind of like the T-Rex scene in Jurassic Park. I get what you're saying, yeah. You can like see it impacting and stuff. Kind of see it bouncing off the occasional reflection.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper. Places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club. for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought, like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Well, that's it for now, I think.
I don't get to ask him about a suit.
Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Okay, here we go. I don't like you.
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
Do I have a shovel? Do I have like a spade? Is that what I'm heading with? By the way, a trench spade will fuck you up. Let's see. We have Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, The Shells, Coverside, Advent, Old Grove, Reed Heights. The map's way better than I thought it'd be. Let's see. City Hall, University, the Asylum, always a good place to start. Hospital St. Mary, Police Station, Oakmont Chronicle, Devil's Reef Hotel. It's all kind of in the same direction. Marsh Avenue. That ain't good. Trying to see if they do that cute thing like they did in Silent Hill where they named all the streets of everything. But you have the Yellow King Road, Yellow King Avenue, Innsmouth Avenue. Those are bad. Owl's Red Street, yeah. The streets are definitely named after some stuff. Streets definitely have names of things you don't want to deal with. That's just this octopus here. I like this guy.
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed. The end is nigh.
I like that guy.
It will begin again.
He's got moxie.
What is down comes up. The seed is
Fuck this guy.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say?
Why does he look like a monkey?
Perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Now, he
Why
does
do
look like
you
Gorilla Grodd
care?
had a bad haircut.
What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
I'm very happy they actually addressed that he looks weird.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. Was standing right in front of
Motherfucker,
it.
I just got here.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
All right. The Throgmorton and Innsmouth are feud. Okay, makes sense. By the way, Innsmouth, don't trust the fish people. Never trust the fish people. So damn tired today. You don't know, seems sort of me. Down the road, the ways there's a street called Murder Blood Street. Yeah, I have seen some rather horrendous names in my time. Yes, it's because everything they say is so fishy. That's exactly why. Also, it's clear you know what an Innsmouther is. I feel like I should actually just go to the hotel first, but we're here. What kind of fresh fish looks like that? What kind of weird-ass fish are we dealing with here? Also, if I ever pulled into a city that looked like this, I would just drive around it. Or go somewhere else. I've seen enough of this crap to know I'd rather just deal with the dreams. Saw this dead squid. What the hell's that? What the hell? What the hell? Sir, that is not a rat.
Don't do that again.
Or what? Alright, let's go check out this place. That's wrecked and has a fishing boat up there and who the hell knows what.
I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
What's this mark? It's like the flashlight is just a light source that comes from me. You don't actually hold up any arms or anything. It could be, but he's not even like going up to flick it up or anything. It's just like there. I'm trying to see from the front there so I can take a look at it. They sure do like their fish. Oh, I saw it. I saw it right there. There it is. So yeah, it is a clip-on light on the breast pocket. Yeah, I see it now. God damn. Hey there, how you doing?
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Is this dude alright?
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will. Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Who is this Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsiders show some respect.
Whoa,
Kay is our
son.
lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay, have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I like how you just
Afraid of
look
what I
like
might dream.
shit. Like, you look like you should be a 20s detective. Look at that face. Bloodshot all to hell. Has that 1,000-yard stare. Clearly saw some shit in World War I.
Choo-choo. Ahem. Choo-choo. Ahem.
It's another random mark.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
What the hell?
I can barely recognize
Oh, is the
face
blue
of
bar
poor
there your
fella.
sanity meter?
He was beaten to a pulp.
Is that what that is? It's gotta be. The blue meter has to be your sanity. Okay, it pins it up there. Trying to fiddle around with the mechanics to see what's going on here. Aha, okay. So, let me go back here again. Okay. I want to get some more, but I think I know how that works.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. Five cards short of a full house. Five cards short of a full house. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Some kind of ritualistic dagger.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
The hell? Sorry guys, 1 second. It's got
Sounds
an
like
unusual
Prohibition
message.
hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Happy family.
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Faces just kind of get all dour.
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Tossing would probably be easier than... Yeah, just tip it sideways. I agree. It would be way easier than just sliding it. The Servants of the Spider God, huh? I like these pulp pictures. I'm a big fan of those guys. Yes, yes, yes. I off-lagged Ignata Cthulhu or some shit like that. Something like that. Play to Cathata Nikto. Retrocognition. Okay.
What's happening?
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Damn, I really don't know what the hell's going on here. Okay, I'm putting them in order.
What?
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
I don't know what the hell any of that I just saw was. Mind Palace. Okay, well, let's take a look. Pose a threat to this. Okay. 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 Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking of. The Mind Palace thing's clearly a Sherlock reference. I'm into it, though. I wonder if you can fuck up the deductions. Like, if you can get them wrong. So, yeah, we know that Lewis is a fish man, and Dogmorton's an ape man. They don't like each other. As we all know, fish and apes have had a long-standing rivalry against each other, at least since the 1820s, during the Great Philadelphia Convention. Okay, Albert was nuts, making everyone else go nuts around him. Minds I can reveal omens that guide the way. Follow and find new evidence. Okay.
My head. I still hear those voices.
Let's take a look around here.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella.
What caused my...
He was beaten to a pulp.
What caused that to drop?
I still hear those voices.
I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. My apologies. I'm sorry, you said Benedict Cumberthulu. I apologize. That's far more entertaining.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Oh. Hey there. That is a cat. That is a cat rat. Okay, being like that for too long does start fucking with you. Yeah, when fishermen found out that bananas make great fish bait, people discovered they love bananas to the USA, put an end to the small-time communism, and all the banana republics disappeared along with the ongoing banana plagues, and the hate cycle of banana addiction will not cease. Yeah, you get it.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
That's like a cat rat. Those really stand out in that mode, by the way. It could be an opossum. Absolutely could be a possum.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Discovered the warehouse. Lewis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throgmorton rather than just drive him off. Yeah, would have tracked his ass down through all that. Found some alcohol, excellent. Another blood splatter, it looks like, or something. Oh, pocket.
There's something in the pocket.
Lewis, please, just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else is right now. I don't have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping about the port. But don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people, and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return of everything double interest. We'll go down there in a second. I see that symbol on, like, not necessarily that specific symbol, but the hash marks I've seen everywhere. Well, there's that guy. The fuck? Well, whatever it is, if it was friendly, I certainly... I doubt it was friendly. The hell is that? Okay. Speaking of strong people, I found a new game show the night before I left. It's a competitive mini-golf show, but the courses are extreme, like in Golf with Friends or Golf It, and there's also a Wipeout-style obstacle course either on or beside the green to advance. What? If you can find the name of what that is. Is that Albert?
One fatal round through the forehead.
Yeah.
That's no accident. This was deliberate. One fatal round through the forehead.
It's called Holy Moly.
This was deliberate.
Is this real, or are you just making this up to screw with me? What is this goddamn thing? It's real. Interesting. Yeah, I've never heard of it before. Key evidence collected. All evidence collected. So I haven't found all the evidence here yet. Like, I'm missing evidence still, and I want to know... I want to know where it's coming from. Key evidence collected. All evidence collected. Some piece of evidence out. Okay, what action? So dialogue, search location. Okay. Search location, dialogue. Okay. The entire show has 2 sports commentators, but the community code. So it's like the most extreme challenge, or Professor Genki from the Saints Row guy from the Saints Row games. Weird. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Let's go talk to this guy and let him know that his ape child is dead.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something,
What? I don't have all day.
some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately, not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton.
That's hilarious.
I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
Seems like he was a fisherman by the name of Lewis. He had a gun and pursued Albert after he fled the house.
Lewis it is, then. What do you know of him?
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther.
Nyah. Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag, Lewis. He and I are due a reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you with anything you need.
Done. So we need to find that bar, is what we need to do. Hiding at the bar in Oakland Port. Okay, so there's a bar here somewhere.
I've said everything I know.
See if we can't track down where this bar is. Under the keel bar, probably this way. Well, I mean, that's gotta be it, right? Oh, that's right. No one gets in or out of the port until.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
I'll go in there in a second. Was it just me, or was there someone just walking there? I looked away for 2 seconds and looked back and they're gone. Hope of Brigham Lewis, and the 8-man just gives you just to meet him, and he's... So, you're hoping that I bring him Lewis, and then I go off somewhere else, and then find that dude later, and he's just eating a bunch of sashimi. That, I don't know if I'd want that sashimi. And mouthers don't look very appealing. Damn fish people. I'm seeing people disappear. I know there was a guy walking there that time. Yeah, they're just disappearing. I turn away and they're gone.
What's your problem?
Now, I get the feeling that's the game just deleting people. It's not meant to be any, spooky thing.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around. You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Ugh, I'll miss the Carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Of course the Irish dude's drunk. Racist.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
You are a grifter. But do tell.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
So booze it is. I don't know if I mean, it's just one bullet, right?
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
Don't eat the seafood.
Old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars circled by the dead. A race from one to the next as time
Her head just
itself
explodes.
laughs.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
You are welcome. I can't wait to see what you do.
Sure. Why not? Guy's surprisingly nonchalant about me just walking back into the back room. And stealing his shit.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep
Fair
your
enough.
gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
If she throws your bullet at the end of the game to kill the inevitable evil priest prophet, I'm done. Fair, I don't think so.
If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
What's stroke
He's
mean?
upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man.
It reminds me a little bit of
There's your good deed for the day.
when I was playing through Pathologic, where they kind of have their own language, and you really don't know what shit means. You just have to kind of take it in context. It's a very squanchy language.
Bye.
Oh, look at that harlot. Putting on stockings. That's not him. Oh, shit. I'm glad.
Get them! Oh.
Remember, normal games you would have attack assigned to a mouse button and search assigned to E, but in here it's switched around where E is an attack and the mouse button is investigate. It reminds you of your uncle. I don't even want to inquire about that.
Hey, who are you? What are you
Oh,
doing?
Jesus
Charles
Christ, son.
Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down.
That is more than just the
Only wanna
Innsmouth
speak
look.
For now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
Talking to your uncle's real hard because he basically has his own dialect. Yeah, so in, like, America, for example, if you were to go to certain places in Appalachia, or certain pockets of the Deep South, especially in, like, the Creole sections, like, think Louisiana, like, every third word is completely means either something else completely different, or is something that you've never heard before.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Good point. Makes an amazing argument.
People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me
Obadiah
guess,
Marsh.
the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends?
Yes.
What's new?
No, I'm sorry.
It just looks like a grandpa fucked a fish.
Never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouthers' bodies were blessed by the she. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
Oh, man, I'm going to pick a side, aren't I?
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Now, don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
I'm actually going to have to actively start. I didn't expect there to be like a. I wonder if there actually is factions and how it'll affect the end game, if it does at all. Do I lie to this guy? Oh, interesting. You can go to two different conclusions. So Albert was dangerous in spreading hysteria, or... Huh. Okay. I mean, to be fair, Albert was floating there. Going nuts. No. He did. He pulled the gun on him and said something along the lines of, like, die, you ape son of a bitch, or something like that. And then chased after him after he was shot. Yeah, he's responsible. Never trust a fish man. Yeah, he started off that fight saying horrible shit, so I'm gonna say that he did it deliberately.
Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
So all evidence here has been collected. I wanna hit these other places and see first before I turn this guy in. I'm clearly missing some things.
Oh.
I found all the key evidence, but not all the evidence. So what else is in these places? Let's start with the boat we started in. Yes, one of them is absolutely more sapient than the other. One of them has way more in common with me genetically.
Now get out.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
There we go. Gives you experience. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so we are absolutely want to do that. So we are going to want to go through here. And track down every bit we can, because it gives me experience.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed. The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. We stay until we get it marked off completely. I like the idea of having one of the more powerful families in my pocket, too. Or maybe not in your pocket, but definitely indebted to you. Those do respawn over time. Wait. Get the fuck back down there.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
So what else am I missing here?
one fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
What piece of evidence am I missing while I'm here?
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
I swear I collected. I swear I touched that earlier. Maybe I didn't. Okay, now we have all the evidence in the area, right? Yes. Okay, now let's turn this in. I want my experience. Alright. To fry this fish or not? I think we're gonna fry him. I do not trust the Innsmouthers. At all. I've played enough of these games to know I don't trust them. They will fuck you at a moment's notice.
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things probably in the back alleys.
I didn't mean to do that.
Tore him apart. There was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted.
I guess we're back in the fish people.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
No, absolutely. You should absolutely unfollow. You cannot trust a man covering for a fish man.
A newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
Bitches and booze.
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Okay.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source.
That makes sense.
As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture. A sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Tell me more about
if
this.
I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
Oh, damn.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering.
It's very Metro in that term. Metro 2033 or whatever that game is called. Okay, different types of guns. Gotcha. Shot of powerful antipsychotics to keep your mind clear when you need it. Ignore the side effects list. Fair enough. Damn. Keep yawning. Metro 2033. Nice. Okay, I have a knowledge point. Probably this one. Man-eating eels deal half the damage to you while swimming. Interesting. I'm thinking this one. Faster your experience, the faster you max the trees out. Northern cover side at the crossroad of Hasher and Hubert. Northern cover side. Asher and Hubert. That's cool that it actually doesn't just automatically mark it on your map. You're going to have to go through and go, okay, what does my information say? And then find it from there. It really has you digging through shit. I'm into that. Crossroad of Hasher and Hubert. So, somewhere around there. I'm into that. I like that quite a bit. In the meantime, we are going to go to the Devil's Reef Hotel, though, because that is where I should be staying right now. Check in, take a look. Those weird-ass cats, man. I'm noticing my health is not regenerating at all. Okay. I hope at the end of this game's their Salty Frank that it's better than the Call of Cthulhu game was, where it just kind of fucking ends. And it's like, okay, what just happened? Robert Throgmorton, fun today. Okay, this is what we saw already. Gotcha. We gotta be in that hotel, right? Yeah, this is where we wanted to go. Oh, these are the streets that are flooded already, huh?
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
I don't know what Fortis is. Fortitude, maybe? Like no, not that would be Vitalis.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
I don't know exactly what sank the USS Cyclops. Only remember the screams in the middle creaking, water filling the deck, and my headache, the worst I ever had. I found myself drowning among the floating seaweed. Drowning. A nearby piece of boat helped me survive and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The official said none of what I thought I'd seen was real. But my memories are true. My strange powers gained after that ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering, and it still haunts me. Dog tags. United States Navy. All that we see or... There we go. All that we see or seen. It's just a dream within a dream.
Never again, they say.
Hold on, what does that say? $3/21/17. That would have been during World War I. 10/9/94. I can only mean October 9th, 1984. Birth date? I don't know what the... I don't know what those are.
Never again, they say.
Unless that's a birth and death date. That sounds dumb. Why would you... I don't know. I don't know what's up with that.
Never again, they say.
Turns out you've been dead this entire time. Laudanum? Yeah, there it is, baby.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
Oh, okay. Got some alternate clothing styles here. I have a coat that looks remarkably like that. Just goes down to the knees and stuff. Stopping there, though. I'd wear almost all of these. I'd wear that. Definitely wear that. Not so much that. I'd wear that. Love that coat. I would definitely wear that. Unlocked by DLC, huh? Well, there it is. Yes, Dog Tag definitely looks like it's in Comic Sans almost. It's not quite.
Never again, they say.
What does Semper Fortis mean? I know what Semper Fidelis is and all that, but what's Semper Fortis? Always something. Mr. Reed, you were the rare example of a man who treated one of my kind humanely, and I feel like I have to repay the debt to you. Take this friendly piece of advice. Run. Save your life and leave this Drock city to the depths. Don't dig into its secrets, they are not worth it. There's nothing good left here. I believe you can find a way to escape. Please heed my rules, Lewis Finn. Mr. Finn, you only are alive because I misclicked the button. I just want you to be very aware of that. Always on... Oh, yeah. No, that would be Vigilant, and that's Vigilis, or something along those lines. If anyone knows what Fortis is, I mean, I could look it up, but please, let me know. For Mr. Vandenberg, it seems you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Always strong. That makes sense, because fortitude. Yes. I had a feeling fortitude was the base word there, but I didn't think strong. I was thinking more like vital, but that would have been something else. Well, that's some shit. Boarded up the windows and locked the door. Now just mad the Yellow King's gang. Can't get me here. Now there's only me and these nightmares. A little longer and I'll figure them out. Man, fuck Astor. See dragon things in your room, mind the floors, make you pay for scratches. Gotcha.
Door won't budge.
Couldn't remember what the route goes back to Fortis. Something like literally a fort or some reason. I was thinking Fortitude, but they all come from like the same route. But I was thinking of Fortitude more like Constitution as opposed to Strength. So the lighthouse out. Several ships are getting lost at sea, and some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing. But now there's an enterprising fellow at the city port hiring salvagers to recover ships. He's doing a tidy profit from selling them. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look into it. Now, if only the city wasn't so impossible to navigate. What do we got in here? Okay. Just walk into everyone's room. I'm a detective, it's alright. Semper Fortis is the unofficial motto of the Marine Corps. I thought Semper Fidelis was... Oh, is Semper Fidelis the official motto? And Semper Fortis the unofficial motto?
The door won't budge.
Oh, the King in Yellow room. Oh wait, it's the same floor.
Finally, you're awake.
Ah, Fishman.
Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
Sorry, but who are you again?
You bang your head or something? I'm Victor Olmsted. I own the place. This place. The Devil's Reef Hotel.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really remember what happened, but I'll do my best.
Yeah? Well, Next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
Do you have
Not
gills, sir?
exactly friendly with your guests. Aren't we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine, fine. Take what you wish.
There's one just called Terrible Fetus. Okay, what the hell is all this? What did I just get? Is this a bunch of side quests or something? Yeah, it's exactly what that is. Okay, we're gonna have to go through all this. Forlorn woman. This city, no matter how badly the flood damaged it, has an unnatural appeal. I can't stop myself from walking, even if it means being struck by further visions. I went to the eastern part of Salvation Harbor, near the crossing of Fitz O'Callahan Street and Old Church Road when it came. Okay, so Old Church Street, Fitz O'Callahan. Somewhere around there. The feeling of loneliness and fear was immense. I was a woman, locked in a room, infected and slowly rotting. My body turned into something. It itched badly in my face. I had to hold the skin with both hands to prevent it from growing until I suffocated. I ended up sitting on the road crying until the Innsmouther kicked me and ordered me away. Okay. My visions are testing me, playing with my mind. My old forgotten fears coming to life. I'll look at that in a second. When I was small, I was afraid to stay alone. I thought my parents would leave and never come back. Today, I went to the eastern streets of Coverside, and the visions came on the corner of Elmo Lane and Kingsport Street. Alone, forgotten in a locked room, hungry and frightened. It was scary to stay inside, but everything was much worse behind the door. Something scratched in the corridor from the outside, terrifying screams. I could not run, could not hide, just wait for my return. What's this one? It's like on a timer. The hotel owner allowed me to look through the weird notes he found in the rooms, disappearing newcomers. Okay. Afraid someone stalks me. Started when I visited Western Advent and had the vision at the intersection of Purity Road and Old Oak Street. There's Oak. Purity. Southern Old Grove on Warwick, somewhere between Seaside and Hillside. Warwick Street between Seaside and Hillside. So somewhere like right here. Walking a few blocks from the apple tree, walking E. Brown Street and Central Shells. Lumber Street and Eastern Reed Heights when it happened. Look for Lumber Street. I think they said Eastern Lumber Street specifically, so I'm going to plot that right there. Oh, between St. Helog and St. Bullock. What? The image came as I passed Bullet Street, heading toward Haylock Street. It's like right around there. Eastern Heights near the crossing of Ebby and Ward and Baker. Right here. Somewhere around there. Western Avett, Murdoch, and Oak. Western Reed Heights, Washington between Ebby and an Oak. The Terrible Fetus. Northern Grimhaven Bay, corner of Hubert Avenue and Whisper. Western Coverside, Tanner Street, and the Old Church. Nothing in Salvation Harbor. Maybe if we look for... Ah, here we go. Like right there. Oh, good. The hobo signs. I hope this might explain what's going on. Darren, I think I'm finally starting to figure this out. Locals use sign to mark special places that you already know. Kind of like the secret signs hobo use all over the country. What I learned is that the tradition takes back to times before the flood. Been able to find some meaning to some of them. If you've seen the crooked H-shaped sign on the doors around town, that means it's inhabited. Crosshatch grid marks hidden caches of useful items. The V shape is for barricaded, dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. Still haven't figured out the spiral-shaped sign. And if you see a cross with 3 Ks, reach for the gun. Okay. Cross with 3 Ks, reach for the gun.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
I'm sure you are. Hashtag sign. Buying some supplies. My dear Victor, how's Oakmont treating you? Should I require any support, the Blackwoods would be happy to help you. I've arranged for that. Regarding your question, I don't know where Robert went, sadly, only that he did not stay at Innsmouth. Perhaps there is hope he didn't perish in that cursed raid. Take good care of the hotel, please. Plenty of our relatives were interested in the property, but you're still my favorite nephew. I know the Devil's Reef is in good hands. So if I recall my Cthulhu lore, Innsmouth was raided by like the FBI and the Navy. And just got blasted straight to hell. That's a big-ass crab. H means people live here. Yeah, this place really is flooded. The Cyclops too. Cute. From the depth. Death, probably. It's not raining, at least. Oh, God, this place would smell so fucking bad. I think that's a point I can fast travel to. I remember seeing fast travel somewhere in the game. Infested area. Get out, leave now, okay? Oh, it's right there. It's, there. Alright. Well... let's go, go down that way and see what's up. That's the M with the V on there. Now that meant what? V-shaped sign is for barricaded, dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. Okay. What the hell? Oh shit. I do not have the ammo for this. Here's some crazy news from North Carolina. A gun store was robbed today by an SUV parking across the street from the vault-type area and then rammed a brick wall today. The SUV parked across the street from the vault-type area and then ramming a brick wall until they made it through and then stole all the guns. So they essentially drove an SVU through the side of the wall. That's actually kind of intense. So this means people are still here. That means barricaded. Don't know what the spiral means. Shit. I'm about to die. How do I use it? Okay, I killed that thing at least. I need to know how to actually use the item. Oh, there we go. There's more combat in this game than I thought there was going to be quite honest with you. That's all real nice to find, though. Innsmouther's notes. This is what I'm looking for. Soul Glove, welcome to the chat, by the way. Appreciate it. How much have you missed? Not too much. You're going insane. You show up to this city that's slowly getting flooded over time to cure your insanity. And there's a war between the ape people and the fish people. But you really haven't missed all that much. I am still in the very early stages of this game. Is that the plus, or am I guessing your life? Maybe a bit of both? Maybe a bit of both. So I still don't know why I'm down here. Yeah, not insane yet. We did just start, though. We took a lot of damage, though. Way more combat in this game than I thought it would be. Not that there's been much. North Grimhaven Bay at the corner of Herbert and Whisper. So yeah, somewhere around here, right? When the visions came. So am I missing something? Shit. Shit. Oh, you son of a bitch. I think it only takes 2. Bunch of alcohol, that's always good. It's always welcome. Where the hell am I? What do I use XP for? These right here. Experience, you get 1,000 experience, you get a knowledge point, you get a knowledge point, you get to expand your skill trees. 1 second, I apologize. Am I missing something? That's respawned and is new. Yeah, so enemies do respawn. That's good to know. That's real good to know. Especially since I don't really have all that much ammo. That's out of the ammo. That's it for the ammo. Okay, I'm dead. I don't like that. I don't like that enemies respawn. Especially when you're so capped on ammo. The corner of Herbert Avenue and Whisper Street. Disguised as one of them. Do I have to actually like dress up like an Innsmouth person, from someone from Innsmouth? Is that the catch here? Do I have to show up looking like someone from Innsmouth? That could be it. Because there was the there were the outfits that I could wear. Either way, let's move here first, because eventually we are going to go there. Actually, let's go check out the Oakmont Chronicle. We'll just leave that to be for right now. We'll leave it be. Any oddities are occurring on my end, not yours. Thank you for your patience. There we go. Got a bunch of people. Some dude just beating the shit out of that guy. It's okay. Old ass parking lot that no one's driving anyone in.
Look for your sins and repent. K Almighty will punish the wretched by sending...
Dude's kind of intense. Does anyone want to say anything? No? Okay. Bunch of these random ass tattooed cultists everywhere. I mean, I hear that. Meeting one of them rats. Okay. Where the hell am I? Okay, I'm heading that way. Once again, where the hell am I? Okay. It's easy to get lost in this goddamn city. The power light, okay.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
Oh, random newcomer asking shit he shouldn't. She's just drunk. What is your baggage? Why are you spaced out? You're kind of freaking me out. Also, you can see right through your legs. You covered in blood? No, you're just like, I don't know. You're weird.
The old papers are by the door. Take them and stop bothering me already.
I think you've got me confused with someone else.
Aren't you a newcomer?
Help me out here. What's the connection between newcomers and old newspapers?
It's cold sleeping in the street, and they come to collect the old newspapers for warmth.
Yeah, I guess I am a newcomer. Charles Reed, private investigator. And I also need your old newspapers, the archive, to be exact.
Ah, so you're the one who cracked the Albert Throgmorton murder case. Nice work. I'm Helen Bland. Say, can you do me a favor? Give me an exclusive interview. You won't regret it. The Oakmont Chronicle is the best newspaper for miles around.
All right, I'll be sure to make some time for you, Miss Bland.
Yeah, let's do it.
Still want that interview? I got some time now, if you're ready.
Hey, Coco Tacos, how you doing, man?
Absolutely. We know that you're the private eye who solved the case, but tell our reader something more about yourself.
I'm a former Navy diver. Served on the USS Cyclops, and well, after the war, I found myself in Boston. I've been a private eye ever since.
Oh, a brave sailor. Well, I imagine you'll get accustomed to local life easily. We have plenty of water around here. Maybe we'll have the chance to work together later. Who knows? And now the big question. Why are you here? What brought you to Oakmont?
I like it, Coco for Tacos. It's not what I would say a game that controls really all that well. The combat feels a little jank. It feels really loosey-goosey. So if the game devolves into heavy combat sequences, I'm probably going to start hating it. But I like the investigative side to it. I like piecing together what the hell's going on. It's been mostly dialogue so far, to be quite honest with you.
Currently, I'm tracking down the source of the psychic phenomenon that's been causing madness and visions all across the country.
Ah, yes. It affected people here, but we were much more concerned with the flood. Though Robert Throgmorton sent an expedition.
Yeah, and then hired me to find it. Ironic, don't you think?
I think that's enough for now. I can't give the readers too much all at once. Thank you for your interview, Mr. Reed.
My pleasure. Maybe I'll do something interesting enough to make the papers again. You never know. See you later.
We are reaching roughly the 2-hour point of a stream, so I want to take a quick moment to say if you like what you see here and you want to support us in any way, feel free to like, follow, subscribe, bits. If you're sitting on an Amazon and Twitch Prime subscription and haven't used it yet, I'd appreciate it here, but if you don't use it here, please use it somewhere. Newspaper archive. Okay, hold on. Okay, I have to take a bit of evidence, select 3 search criteria. People. Officials. District. Oh, I'm searching to see if I can see more stuff on it. Okay. Grimhaven Bay. The newcomer mentality is really true to small islands and other outlets of Bank, North Carolina, so I assume it's the same on most islands on the small coast. Yeah, it can be. It certainly can be. There are places that you go to, and they're just like, yeah, you ain't from around here, so leave. Huh, okay. Maybe celebrities. You get that no matter where you go. Very nice. Very nice. Commoners. Even though Obed is not really what I consider a commoner. Sure, why not? Okay, so not getting anything there. So I need people and districts. Let's try this here real quick. So no matter how badly the flood damaged it had done, so period after the flood. Each part of Salvation Harbor. Feeling of loneliness and fear was immense. Let's see if we can find anything here. Okay, just nothing. I like the idea of this, but I want to see how it works when I finish something. Alright, so Frogman, you're Salty Freak. You have a good one. You have a good night. I'll see you, hope maybe in a couple hours when I resume this. My break is probably going to come up in about an hour or so. So when we take our break, I get things done and I come back between 8 and 9. We'll be playing this again tonight, too. I really like the investigative side of things. I just want to see it more. I want to see what the completed version of that is. Like what happens when you complete something. Also, I didn't notice I am messed up. There we go. That's what I was looking for. That's a lot of ammo. Okay, I'll head in that second. Shell casings are always welcome. Oh, this just literally led to a place out. A lot of weird glitches like that, I don't know. So people will just disappear. You like look away like that and come back and they're gone. A lot of random oddities like that. I know it's a Cthulhu game, and sometimes you have to look at that and go, "Is that meant to happen?" But no, that's a bug, clearly.
Stay safe.
I will. Thank you. Thank you for your concern. Ah, where the hell am I heading? I'm heading right there. Actually, let's go to the police first. Newspaper might not have what I'm looking for, but they might. Viridian Ale. Keep yourself afloat. I thought it said keep yourself alcoholic for a second. Maybe different archives have different results they can give you.
Hello, officer.
Well, look who finally decided to show up. If it ain't Charles Reed, the genius that cracked the case of Albert Throgmorton. Captain Caleb Lyons at your service. What can we simpletons do to assist you, Mr. Holmes?
Don't be an ass.
You and I have a problem, officer.
No. Aside from making everyone in the Oakmont Police Department look like idiots.
Don't be idiots,
let me be
then.
frank, newcomer. You ain't welcome. You slip up, don't cross a T or dot an I, and I'll treat you like every other criminal here.
Okay. Well, can I use the police archive in the meantime?
You can, but only because of Mr. Throgmorton's patronage. And heed me well, you're on mighty thin ice, and I'll be under it when it breaks.
Wouldn't you be dead then? That logo for a police department, that is clearly not like an oppressive, terrifying ass logo at all. Jesus. That doesn't look like it's a cult at all. This police department's clearly on the up and up. Ah, okay, so it is different. So, Grimhaven Bay. So the areas are different. Yeah, the back of the dollar bill soul glove is actually quite terrifying. If you really want to get into like for like a conspiracy nut job, that's like one of the most horrible things you could show someone. I'm very tempted to hit up all of these archives first before we go to there. So let's actually keep going this way. We'll hit the university and City Hall, but we'll get there via this way. It does seem like there's a day-night cycle of some kind. It really is, Coco. It's like whoever designed it was like, how can I just screw with people on every level forever? Lullaby Crossroad. Fell asleep on the street, connected my visions. Happened in the covert side near the corner of Tanya Street and Crow. Okay, dreamed of knives, drunk with whispering, fell asleep, thought of dirt. Okay, well, let's take a look. Found a new infested area, huh? I don't like that. That's what that stuff is, though. Infested areas. Boy, the the music just got really intense, me being here. Nope. Ow. But no, thank you. We're not fighting in those areas right now. Oh shit, he came out and followed me. Didn't think they would come out and actually follow me. That's good to know, though. You're not really running from that shit. Use the weaker ammo for these guys. What period is this set in? Can't type. Prohibition's still going. So 20s, 30s, late 20s, early 30s. Don't know the exact dates of Prohibition. Post World War I. I think you're a World War I veteran. Okay, let's make our way to here. I want to check out all these archives to see if I can't start figuring out what these bits of evidence are and what they might actually lead me to. Oh, we can park it right there. Not just a random boat, but a random boat named after the boat that I served on during World War I. It's very, very specific. This place certainly seems more lively.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, Jesus
Welcome
Christ.
to Oakmont University Library. Joy Hayden. Can I help?
Charles Reed, private investigator.
Have you ever seen a more atrocious haircut?
I apologize for my bluntness, but can I ask you a question?
Mouth?
Yeah.
Punishment. Long story.
Again, sorry for me being so direct, but that can't be legal, can it? This looks like... it looks like torture.
Legal in Oakmont.
What?
Custom.
Huh. I need to see your book catalogs.
Sure. Over there.
That's it? No payment, no threatening, no favors in return?
No. Library public. Knowledge for everyone. Welcome.
Well, that's music to my, eyes. This city doesn't look like it has much need for books, except as fuel for fires. How come the library's in such good shape?
Mr. Throgmorton. Funds. Keeps everything in check.
Really? Huh. I wouldn't have thought that of him. I wonder why.
He says people need hope, entertainment, escapism. Now more than ever, can't imagine library without his help.
Bye, Joy.
It's she is almost the most normal looking person in the entire town. Restricted section, huh? Okay, so that's what that is. Okay. Random ass picture, but all right. There is a day-night cycle. Let's go here. We'll go here, we'll go here. We'll check this out, and then we'll actually get going to where we need to go. New fast travel point. Advent Central. Excellent. Okay, so I can only fast travel between very specific areas, and I have to be on one of those areas to do it. That's fair. This part of the city doesn't look half bad. It's another infested area. So we're not going that way. I do not feel like fighting. Yeah, there's a lot of weird... I taste like the dreams of mad children. Okay. I like how that just says drugs on it, but doesn't tell you what kind of drugs or anything else. What the fuck is this place? No, that's not the university. That's something else. The university's right here. This part of the town looks almost normal.
Yes, yes, I haven't got all day. What do you want?
Just wanted to say hi. I'm new in town.
Oh, how nice for you. If you need to look anything up in our archives, get in line like everybody else.
Get in line? I'm the only one here. Well, I guess that means I'm first then. So, I can just go look up what I need.
Don't sass me, young man. Next time there could be a line here, and you'll get
Don't
no
sass
special
me.
treatment.
Bye.
Let's try this. Let's do subjects, citizens. It was in Grimhaven Bay. Registry. Yeah, I want to see one of those completed what it looks like. I don't know if I can actually do it, though. It actually might require me having some other stuff. That's the only other place that's left, and I kind of don't want to bother going there. I guess we'll go here next. Sherlock Holmes and the Mystery of the Creepy Watson. Oh, yes. Oh, what a creepy Watson that is. I love it. I love Sherlock Holmes and the Mystery of the Creepy Watson. I guess we will go to the hospital since I'm able to go right next to it. Is this not a valid demarc? Okay, it's not. It's not valid disembarkation. In one of the Sherlock Holmes games, watch them to follow you around, but they accidentally spawn him so close he would always be behind you when they turn him around. Oh, is this from the same people? The guys that did this? Do they do all the Sherlock Holmes games? Yeah, Frogware's the same people. Interesting. Okay, that is kind of hilarious then. They know. They know what's up. So he was just like always right behind the player when you turned around. Have you ever played any of those Sherlock Holmes games, Soul Glove? I've always kind of wanted to fiddle around with one of them. I never did. You have all of them. You want to do a marathon. Are they any good? If you have all of them, I can only imagine that you like them. Sir, you have, like, shit coming out of your box there. No, don't cough on me, dude. They're good adventure detector games, mostly. All of them are. That interesting. I might one day actually have to break down and give them a shot.
Patient or visitor? Hold on. Let Dr. Grant guess. A visitor. Though you are a bit pale, you don't have a headache, do you?
All the time.
The usual. Nothing to write home about.
Ah, a chronic headache sufferer. Fascinating. By coincidence, I was studying helminths and their role in illness before the flood. Did you know that all of us are infected by helminth? Your headaches could indicate that they have infested your brain.
What the hell's
That's news
helminth?
to me, Doc. Sounds serious.
May I suggest you become a subject in my experimental medical program?
Sure.
Experimental medicine. Oh, I guess it can't be any worse than the asylum in Boston.
Then my brain ends up in a jar.
I'm delighted to hear that, Mr.
Reed. Charles Reed.
Mr. Reed, take these pills with some water. They're a potent measure against parasites. Contact me when you feel improvement.
That really damaged my sanity. Oh shit, that stuff hurts. Get sane again, so that shit goes away. So that's how insanity affects your game. It actually spawns more enemies that only you can see it. And I was thinking the same thing, Soul Glove. This dude is built like a goddamn linebacker.
What the hell did you give me, Doc?
Is something wrong? You seem perfectly healthy to me.
Your medicine blinded me. And then it gave me these visions. Worse than a blow to the head. What are you trying to pull?
Intriguing. These side effects are a new development. I'll have to run some more tests. Let me know if anything else happens, won't you?
It looks like hard work in these conditions.
And now I just offer to help after that.
Yes, actually. But it may result in close contact with the wiles. Is that going to be a problem?
I'm prepared to face men and beasts alike. Count me in.
Ah, I can see it in your eyes. Well, I have taken it upon myself to study the wild beasts, but need more data to confirm two of my hypotheses. One concerns the multi-handed creatures, and the other the vomiting humanoids.
What have you found out about the multi-handed beasts?
One of my patients saw them in his nightmares before the flood. I can't visit him, but he must know something. Here's his address.
Those hideous wretches seem almost human. But what could turn one into such a monstrosity?
Jim Bells, a patient of mine, was admitted to hospital with symptoms resembling cholera, but he turned into one of those things. Incredible. Here's the address. Find out what happened.
Bye.
Okay.
Be safe. We don't have any free beds left.
You know, I actually showed up here to check your medical records, but hey. I'll do some random shit. Dr. Grant from Oakmont City Hospital. Okay. Yes. Shop in Salvation Harbor on Wyndham Street, south of Polaris Road. Somewhere around there. The man who died, lived in northern Salvation Harbor on Moreland Road between Higgs Lane and Benevolent Tides. Higgs Lane, Benevolent Tides, Moreland Road. Okay, here's Moreland Road. There's Salvation. No, I want Higgs Lane, Benevolent Tide. So, like right here. I feel like this is something we can work on right now. And I want to do these side cases before I do any of the main ones, because I don't know if it's going to advance me to the point where I can't go back. So let's start making our way to here. Also, let's check for top floor. You liar, you have all kinds of beds available.
Oh, my stomach. I ain't never eaten leeches ever again.
Why would you do that? Why would you ever eat a leech? That sounds like hell. This music's creepy as hell. Johnny's mama told him not to bite off more than he can chew.
Extra, all the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
Oh, God, Fishman. Oh, that is not a fast travel point like I thought it would be. So be it. If I hop in this boat and just go down, I think I can get to it faster. That shark is like just glued to the side of that that building. Okay, where the hell am I now? Okay, we're just gonna go hop across. Grab this boat here. We're gonna ride this thing all the way to there, so we need to go this way. Right? Okay. Guys. shit. Back this way. Back this way. Weird that I can get off here, but alright. I'll take a quick detour, sure. Okay. Yeah, controls the touch jank. Why can't I get off? Why can't I pop off this thing? Why am I stuck on this? That's what I'm talking about, how the game's kind of jank. By kind of jank, I mean way jank. Whatever. We got back on the boat. It's fine. A lot of jank to this game. So this has to be it, right? Yeah. This has to be what we were looking for. Home of the infected man. Find out what happened here. We can do that. Let's, there we go. Infected man's residence. To me, that means there's treasure back behind there. Shit. Are you, like, only kind of in phase? Why do I hear two of them? Fuck me. All right. This is secret book. Bad dreams again. The thing under the floor keeps scratching. I told Mom, but she said it was just rats. Dad told off John for playing with his slime. Dad told off John for playing with slimes near the hole, but it wasn't him. Told Dad about the thing who lives in the basement, and he punished me too. Tonight I saw its head looking from the hole and cried. It comes at night and wants to do bad things to me and John. Why don't Mom and Dad believe me? I was so tired from not sleeping that I couldn't watch the hole. Today I feel so bad. My belly hurts and mouth tastes like slimes. Mom and Jaw say they feel bad too. Even now I hear it scratching. That's certainly some shit. Oh, Jesus. Get blurred. Fuck. Time to craft some stuff. I really can't craft all that much, can I? This game does an amazingly good job of making you just limited in ammo at all times. Everything's starting to get a touch distorted. There are some coffins down in here. I need shell casings is what I need. Gunpowder's good and all. But I really, really need shell casings. Oh, shit. Alright. Hammer time it is. Oh, did I get them both? It's alright. I'll just beat the shit out of you.
The slime still looks fresh. I suspect Dr. Grant would be interested in it. The slime still looks fresh. I suspect Dr. Grant would be interested in it. Weeks have passed since this food was cooked.
Get slimed.
Liz! John! You... what is happening to me?
Okay.
No matter how bad I feel, I have to go to work. Why can't you understand that?
Time to figure this out.
Let's see.
No matter how bad I feel, I have to go to work. Why can't you understand that?
Liz! John! You... what is happening to me?
That was not it.
No matter how bad I feel. I have to go to work.
Liz! John! You... what is happening to me?
The beast crawled from the sunken basement at night and infected the family. After a short incubation period, they turned into monsters too.
Get slimed. It's not all evidence, just the key evidence. So there's still some shit that I can find here. How are we doing on skills? 1, okay, so let's... More experience. We want to max out the experience as fast as we can.
Weeks have passed since this food was cooked.
Yeah, get slimed. You just murdered a family. How's that feel? They're just a happy slime family and you just came in and just gunned their ass down. You monster.
Every kid's childhood dream. I wanted a toy like that too once.
That's not all of it yet. There it is. It has all been officially found. Now, I just don't have the ammo to really effectively do this other place, but we're going to go there anyways. Probably die in the process. Okay, I ain't going up there, despite it looking like I can. There we go. So yeah, there's some horrible shit in here, and I don't want to be here for long. And I won't be. I'm just going to grab those and leave. We'll just grab that stuff and leave. It's alright. I don't have to hang out there. I'm sure there's something there for me to come back for later. As it stands right now, I don't have any guns. And we're going to change that. And by guns, I mean ammo. I have a couple of guns. Where the hell am I? I keep getting lost. Okay. So if I were to go that way, where would it take me? No. Okay, that's all infested. I don't want to go there. Let's take a look at the next one. That mark right there, the V's, that's an infested area. As you can see right there. And enemies do respawn in this game. There we go, there we go, there we go. This looks reasonable. Yeah, these people all look perfectly fine and healthy. Where am I going? Right there? What is this, some kind of church? Church of Redemption. Now, it's not quite where we wanted to go, but while we're here, let's look for some supplies. Can't carry more alcohol. That means we need to use the alcohol. Can't carry any more scrap, which means we need to use the scrap. Yes, sir. This is a house of God. Okay. This is a house of God I'm taking a bunch of stuff I need from. Because, as we all...
The door won't budge.
Okay, there will be a quest that sends me that way. What the hell is that? Oh, it's like a diving suit or something. I was going to say something. Forgot what it was. Did it give me shell casings at least? Alright, looks fine. I need to go around, don't I? No? No? With, Senku Pani with Zio Giovanni. We can feed everyone. Okay? Hey, hey, look at that. He made a fish loaf. Loaves and fishes kind of thing. Okay, this is the house. It's a music box. Already concerned. Freaking Sneech Blue Horror. Shit. Damn it, still up. Nietzschean blue horrors, and I'm sure walking through that is really bad. Fuck. Oh no, that's just that dissolving. Okay, that's fine.
Seems after visiting Dr. Grant, the shop owner preferred to self-medicate.
I mean, hey, if you own a massive pharmacy and there's no FDA, why not? The dreams returned again, even stronger than before. I feel those things touching me, crawling, leaning towards my warmth. The doctor is Dane obsessed with his theories, but who can help me? I'm losing my mind. Today I woke up and one of the creatures was under my blanket. Smashed it on the floor and it stomped it until it stopped moving, but it was no more a dream, it's real. Neither coffee nor cocaine worked to stay awake. Kay helped me. Twice I have almost fallen asleep when they appeared again.
Those bloodstains would definitely attract wild beasts.
Well, there's the good doctor. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck me. Don't miss. Don't miss. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'll deal with you in a second. I will beat the hell out of you all. I will get you caught against the architecture and commence to use my spade to bash your goddamn little hand brain in. Can't bear it any longer. Can't let them take me there. Every time I see them in a dream, they appear near me, touch me with their cold hands, sting me with their tails. There's only one way to end the suffering. Kay, forgive me.
I don't think he's going to tell me much about those monsters. I don't think he's going to tell me much about those monsters.
More bullets here than I'm leaving with more ammo than I came in with, so that's a net positive. The disturbing dream you complained about may be a result of the helminth infestation. Your description of the creatures you see and feel while sleeping is reminiscent of some of the parasitic forms of life. I recommend you follow the recipe below to prepare an ointment of my own devising. This should ease your symptoms and help get rid of any and all parasites. There we go. I kind of like that tune. It's a good tune. Let's go back to the doctor. Let's see if we can find a fast travel post of any kind somewhere. Just any kind of travel post.
extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
All the muck fit to rake. There we go. Salvation Harbor East. How do I get here? Where is it? There it is. Back to the doctor, whose closest place is right here, it seems. I'm sure there's another one up there, but I just don't see it right now. That's the kind of jank I'm talking about. That dude was just fishing there and he just fell right through the ground. There's some serious jank with this game. That dude just appeared. Just popped right in there.
Get the truck out of here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's real buggy. Full disclosure, I did not pay for this. I was given this copy for free by PR. But there's a lot of jank, like a lot of bugs.
I called into the shop of your patient. Unfortunately, he committed suicide.
Oh, I wish I could say I was surprised. Sorry for wasting your time.
It wasn't entirely a waste. I found some evidence that sheds light on the origin of those creatures.
For what it's worth, Professor Westerbrook calls them Stygian harvesters. But what is it you found?
Your patient's diary. His dreams became too real, too confronting. He tried to stay awake using stimulants, but those Stygians appeared near him when he slept, as if they were leaking from his nightmares.
A psychic phenomenon or manifestation. How unnerving. I'm afraid he's not the only one suffering from such dreams.
I checked the house of the diseased man, Bells. His family has turned into those creatures too.
Huh. Fascinating. Did you discover the source of the contamination?
A creature emerged from their sunken basement and transformed them. I think its vomit is contagious.
If so, we must quarantine it. Those Lethian revenants are a huge threat. This city could not survive an epidemic like that.
What did you call them?
Lethian revenants. Oh, you may thank the university professor for the beast's unwieldy names.
I found your studies rather interesting, Dr. Grant. Got more places to search?
What dedication. Thank you. Your findings have been a rich resource for the scientific cause. I've got 2 more places for you. More dangerous, one with huge monstrosities, but I'll prepare a comparable reward.
Just what am I getting myself into?
One of Oakmont's largest stores was closed after the flood hit. A looter tried to break in, but his thievery was, shall we say, interrupted. He was set upon by a huge wild beast and hardly made it out. The question is, with the building locked up tight, how did that creature get in?
What about the place with more manageable creatures?
Well, there's a restaurant here with a bad reputation, not for its food, but for women disappearing. The police found nothing. I treated the partner of one missing girl. He arrived here severely injured and told me about the jumping maws.
He was at the restaurant too, I suppose.
Indeed. And what's curious is the place is still open. Please investigate and find out how that's possible.
Bye.
Okay.
He's mad. He's completely mad.
Yes. I guess I could probably actually just start gunning people down. Ah, Westerbrook Guide. Research on Oakmont's post-flood fauna by Professor E. Westerbrook, Oakmont University. Part 1. The Stygians. Locals brought me several kinds of creatures, saying they disappeared in their homes. The exemplars have multiple limbs with human-like palms. They are resistant to poisons and acids. Only one breed, Vestigian Harvester, is aggressive. It has a claw stinger it can use to gravest wounds. The rarest breed of Stygians is the Smoker. It emits a huge amount of fumes, then lurks among them. I'm fascinated by the Stygian Weaver. Somehow it can restore the tissues of other wild beasts. The Lethians. Lethians' forms very resemble humans. After numerous autopsies, I can state with confidence that there are multiple pathogens which causes these mutations in their human victims. Their bulb-like colonies act like additional hearts, ensuring the flow of lymphatic liquids filled with bacteria. The fluid is gathered in the human's stomach, which may then be expelled by the Lithians with an immense force. The less studied immortals have rapid regeneration, and I have received reports about wraiths that disappeared. Western Reed Heights. Between Bourbon Road, Ward Street, between Bourbon and Sam Reed. So somewhere around there. Eastern Reed Heights, between Willow Lane, between Harold and Bullock. Okay, here's Willow Lane, between Harold and Bullock. There's Harold. That's Bullock Street. That's Harold Street. Willow Lane. Okay, it must be like right there. Harold probably stops here and then becomes Willow for a bit. That's all up there, though. We'll worry about that later. Next place we go to is right there. Right there is where we're going next. I like how your markers are applied per case file that you're doing, not as a whole for the map. So you can, like, for example, the things that are field research will only appear on field research. The things on this random casebook thing will only appear when I'm on that tab. It helps keep things more organized. That's the word I'm looking for. Alright, it is 4 o'clock. I think we're going to call it here for the moment. I will be playing this again later tonight, by the way. I'm intrigued by what's going on, but I do have a lot of problems with the game, namely just the general lack of polish. You're seeing people falling through terrain. I'm getting stuck on things. I can't, like, I can make jumps on one way, but can't make it the other. You saw that whole incident with the raft / trying to get back in the boat earlier. There's a lot of jank to this game, and that is unfortunate. And combat is really not all that great. It's fine, it's passable, but I'd appreciate the game better if it actually wasn't there. If it was just 100% mystery and figuring shit out, I think I'd enjoy this a lot more. But I want to keep going. I don't know why it's 60 bucks. Soul Glove in chat mentioned it was 60. That seems really fucking high for a game of this quality. But I'm enjoying my time with it. I will once again say I was given a copy of this for free. So just keep that in mind with whatever I say about this. I didn't pay out my pocket for this guy right here. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Soul Glove, Coco for Tacos, Salty Frank, and anyone else happens to be lurking in chat right now. I definitely appreciate it. It's always good to have you guys here, even if you're just lurking and hanging around. And if you're watching later on YouTube, I appreciate that as well. If you want to support this channel in any way, please feel free to like, follow, subscribe, throw bits at. If you're sitting on an Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime account, and if you haven't used that yet, please use it here. If you don't use it here, though, give it to someone. Make sure it goes to your favorite streamer. I know I keep looking down here because I'm just making sure that I'm up with chat there. Anyways, I will be back later tonight between 8 and 9 Pacific time here at twitch.tv/GamePoints if you want to keep watching it. And the best way to know when I go live is, of course, to turn on notifications and follow. And if you want to be part of the greater Discord community we have here at GamePoints, the link is provided down below, regardless of where you're watching at. Anyways, I'll be back to this game later tonight. You all have a good time until then, and I hope to see you around.